the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit.
Turning it on!
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it, too? Great push up front.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Harding. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making it run.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Lewis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. They'll try to get outside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got him. Made a defender miss. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
He's going to let it go. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Extending the play. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lewis wants to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, the ground game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moving out of the pocket. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Allen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. He's got it. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Walker. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Makes the grab on 3rd. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Lewis wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw. Finds his man open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, that didn't work that time.
No, might be you get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you're searching for the area code because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it to and you see that guy out wide, you want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
Flushed out of the pocket. And some room to work. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Rides to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Thanks to grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Play number 9 on this drive. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Grover. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give is to Williams. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Forward. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They take the lead with the 6. timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's Caldwell. Got room at the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. On target to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So
he wants to go deep. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give on the option. Trying to take it back. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Memphis. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been more.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pryor. Breaks into the open. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games,
going for the big play. He's got it on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Warrior. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Goes to the option. He'll toss it.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going over the top. He's got it on the outside. He's loose on the right. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that